I remember the first time I applied 2018. I didn't get. I applied the next year. And the funny thing was that I didn't even know that I could even apply directly to the university. I thought I could only apply through my country. So what is the deadline for CSC scholarship application? It's between January to April. How do I apply for CSC scholarship? You apply for the CSC scholarship through the CSC portal. Maybe in a province you will just get like one church or one mosque, but I don't think there are like a lot of these spiritual places for you to actually go and practice your religion. The truth is that you can actually work, but only with the university and government permission. If you do not have the university and the government permission, then maybe you will just be focusing on doing maybe like internships.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning.
Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel. If this is the first time that you are joining, welcome to the family. So today's video, I'm going to be doing like a Q&A. I'm going to be answering all your questions, basically general questions about students that want to come to China. Okay, I'm so excited to be honest, because it's been long I actually did a Q&A. So it's like, okay, today I came outside to take nice pictures and I really liked the atmosphere, though I feel like it's a little bit noisy, but I just hope it doesn't like get into the video. That's like my hope. So I'm gonna start with question 1. Is China a good place to study for international students? I would say a big yes. And why? I feel like if you're looking for the best quality education and also cultural diversity, and if you're looking for scholarship, China is just the best place for you to consider. For me, I believe that since I came here, there's just something about just how China love their culture and portray their culture that just makes you, want to be interested in learning about culture in general, about learning about language and everything. So I just feel like if this is something that you like, then yeah, you should go for it. So number 2, can I study in China without knowing Chinese? Yes. You don't know how to speak Chinese, that's cool. I don't really think I consider myself a Chinese speaker, even though I have been learning Chinese language for the longest time. I still feel like I don't consider myself perfect when it comes to speaking Chinese. Why will I say that you can still come to China even though you don't know how to speak Chinese? Because there are a lot of courses that are taught in English, even postgraduates. There are a lot of courses taught in English, so you don't need to actually stress yourself or be like, oh my god, I don't know how to speak this language, how can I survive? My dear, you can survive. Okay, you can. The second is it easy to make friends as a foreigner student in China? If you are someone that is outgoing, I mean you're someone that is like open-minded, someone that participates in a lot of activity, I feel like making friends is not something that's going to be difficult for you. But if you're someone like me, if you're not outgoing, if you are someone that is very like indoor kind of, like it takes a lot of time for you to literally like be open to people, and also if you're someone that do not like doing a lot of activities, then I feel like people will not know you and you will not just be known. So if you are thinking, oh, how can I make friends if I come here, would I feel lonely? You have to be open-minded. You have to participate in activities, because there are a lot of activities in school, and then if you participate in any of these activities, then I feel like you'll be able to find your kind of people. Okay, I mean, if you're hearing like noise around, there are like students around, so people are like taking pictures in this nice flowers. So yeah, a lot of people are here. Can I work while studying in China? The truth is that you can actually work, but only with the university and government permission. If you do not have the university and the government permission, then maybe you will just be focusing on doing maybe like internships. Okay, so currently I know all of you are like, oh my, but you're working, I see you working, you're also studying. Yes, it's because the university gave me the permission to work, and also the government gave me the permission to work. That's why I can work. Okay, how can I renew my student visa in China? If you want to renew your student visa with your university, every year I think you have to pay a certain amount of money to renew your visa in your university. So this is something that you can actually like ask your university when you get admission. Okay, is this safe for African students in China? Yeah, I think it's safe. I know that a lot of people are scared about the whole racism, but I think it's actually safe to be in China, to study in China. You just need to just mind your business. I mean, for me, I don't really think you can ever find any safe country than China, to be honest, because to be honest, like, China is very, very safe. I'm not lying. Like, I'm not lying. Even the police don't have guns, so like China is just safe, so you don't have to be scared about that. Okay, what are the dorms like for international students? I mean, the truth is that when it comes to dormitory, it depends on the grace on your head. For me, thank God, since I've been in China, I haven't shared room. I remember the first time I came, I had a roommate, but she never liked staying indoors. She never liked staying in the dormitory, so I had the room to myself. And even when even during my PhD, I was also lucky that I didn't have a roommate. So international students always have roommates, so you just have to be prayerful and believe that maybe the luck will shine on you that you will not need a roommate. Okay, so say, can I stay in China after graduation? Yes, I actually got a job. I got 2 jobs after I graduated from my master's. I remember someone that actually did his PhD, graduated from his PhD, and when I had applied for a job and got the job just because I shared my story with him. So there are a lot of people that actually get jobs in China, so you just need to like believe in yourself. After you graduate, apply for work, and I'm telling you, get. Yes, you get. How is the healthcare for international students in China? The healthcare is actually really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like anything, any disease at all, they gotta check everybody. They will do tests for everybody, which is so funny, to be honest. Because the fact that they actually, I remember like somebody having like this disease and they literally tested everybody in the whole school. To be honest, my desire would be like to want to like work here after I graduate, but I just feel like it's very, very difficult to work in China. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's very, very difficult. I worked here, and the first job they sacked me, the second job I resigned, and that's my story to always tell. I know a lot of people say, oh my, you're always talking about this, but it's my story. I mean, it's my story, so it's not easy to work here. It just came to my mind and I just remember the last question. Okay, can I practice religion freely in China? Yes, you can, but to be honest, there are limited like places to practice this religion. You just practice the religion with yourself, because they are not like churches, you know. Maybe in a province you would just get like one church or one mosque, but I don't think there are like a lot of these spiritual places for you to actually go and practice your religion. So you just need to practice your religion in your room. Okay, another question. Do Chinese universities recognize WAEC or NECO? Yes, many universities accept WAEC, NECO for undergraduate studies, so this is something that you actually can think about when you're doing your application. Okay, what should I pack when coming to China? Of course, you pack your clothes. I mean, like anything you need, all your documents, because all these things are necessary. You need a VPN, you need like adapter, power adapters, and you need like a lot of food from home, because I feel like when you're in China, there are not a lot of foods like from your country. Yes, you can actually buy this online. I mean, there are a lot of African like stores online that make it easy for me to buy all my African food, but my dear, it's expensive. It's very, very expensive. So your advice, if you're coming for the first time, try to get as much food that you can get. Very important. Very, very important. Okay, another question is, can I transfer from one Chinese university to another? To be honest, I think this is very, very difficult. There was even a situation in my university whereby not every student got scholarship, and they reached out to me, Oma, please can you help me? I didn't get scholarship, how can I do it? Even me, I'm even scared, okay, about this whole scholarship issues. But they reached out to me and they were asking me, how can I do it? How can I apply for another university? And for me, I was like, if you're already here, it's difficult for you to actually apply to another university. And no, this is not what everybody likes, but it's just the truth. If you're already here, it's difficult for you to apply to another university. So you just need to try your best to finish from that university, then you move to another university. That's all I would say. Okay, let's talk about scholarship application. Okay, obviously right now CSC, the application for CSC is kind of over, but it doesn't mean that I shouldn't talk about it. So what is CSC Scholarship? CSC Scholarship is actually like a fully funded scholarship by the government. I would say that CSC Scholarship is just a government scholarship for international students. Okay, simple, but it's just that there are other scholarships Okay, the popular name is CSC, but there's something called CGS, and this is the government scholarship, the general government scholarship for international students in China. But CSC is more popular. Why? Because of the scholarship it offers. It's like the scholarship is much better than many other scholarships, but there's still so many other scholarships. I hope you guys are getting me. Don't be confused. Anyway, I talk about CSC all the time, so I know so much about it. If you want to ask me more questions about CSC, let me know. No. How do I apply for CSC scholarship? You apply for the CSC scholarship through the CSC portal. Right now it's closed, but if you are applying on time, that's how you're gonna apply. You apply through the portal and you submit your documents and everything. So do I need to pay any fee? No, CSC is free, but of course if you're an agent like me, you gotta pay, because I mean there are some universities that we have been able to partner with to say, okay, we want to help our students to get scholarship, so you have to pay. Or maybe now the university that you're applying to, they are asking for like an application fee, you have to also pay to them. That's all. So can I apply to more than one university? You can apply to 3 universities. Before you can apply to 3 universities, but now they have actually changed it to just 1 university. I don't know if they have changed it, but for type B I think it's just 1 university, but for type A I think you can apply to 3 universities. What documents are needed? Oh yes, there are so many documents, but let me just tell you guys the main one to prepare. At least prepare your passport, prepare your transcript, your study plan is also very important, recommendation letter, this is important, and also your medical form, because they have this particular medical form, so you can actually check on Google for that form and use it. Okay, do I need an IELTS, a TOEFL? No, you don't always need that. I mean, universities that they accept English proficiency without that. So based on your country, right? So if your country is like an English speaking country, then you don't really need all the TOEFL and everything. Sure, the universities that we actually partner with, they do not really ask to students for this. Okay, so that's why you should partner with Oma Travels. I'm gonna help you to get the scholarship. So what is the deadline for CSC scholarship application? It's between January to April. Yeah, depending on the university. There are universities that is March, some university February. So it actually depends on the university. I know it's just from January to April. And another question, is it possible to get the scholarship without the agency number? Well, no, because each university or the embassy requires a specific agency number that you need. So you need to understand that you cannot just apply, especially if you're applying for type A, you need like the agency number to do the application. Okay, so can I change my major or university after getting it? Yeah, I've not heard of it, but I think it's possible. But most universities, they will tell you after we've given you admission, you're not going to change. So some universities, they will let you know that you're not going to change. Is this possible? I don't know, depending on the university. What is the acceptance rate for CSC scholarship? It is very, very competitive, especially now. I feel like right now CSC scholarship is very, very competitive. I don't know, but it is too competitive, guys. Should my document be notarized? Yes, please try as much as possible to notarize your transcript, your certificate. Everything is important. It's going to help you get the scholarship. There are a lot, like I just said, it's very, very competitive. So why would you not want to notarize? If it's possible for you to notarize your documents, please do. Because even me, when I graduated from China, I notarized all my documents. So please, if you can notarize your document, do that. What is the study plan for CSC? That's like a document that is like explaining your academic goals, explaining your research interests, and as in why did you choose China. In this document, you want to like explain why you chose to come here, and also you want to like talk about like your academic goals, you want to talk about your research interest. All these things are very, very important. Yeah. So can I apply for both embassy and university track? Yes, you can apply through your embassy. You can also apply through your university, but they'll be treated like a separate application, like maybe type A, type B. Will my CSC scholarship cover my airfare? It depends. It depends. Only bilateral program covers this. Every other scholarship, every other CSC that you get, you have to pay your airfare yourself. Is a supervision needed for CSC master's application? Not always, but most times people ask you, you need to get a supervisor. Why need to get a supervisor? I think it's just probably for your PhD that you need a supervisor. In China, they even make it easy for you. They don't really ask you that, oh, you need to get a supervisor and all those things. So not all the time that you need to actually get a supervisor, so you don't have to like stress about the fact that, oh, do I need to get a supervisor or whatever. You don't need to stress about that. How long does it take to get a CSC result? Oh my god, it actually is between June, from June, August. It's just some people from March you're already getting. So can I reapply if I was not a yes? For me, I remember the first time I applied 2018. I didn't get. I applied the next year, and the funny thing was that I didn't even know that I could even apply directly to the university. I thought I could only apply through my country. So yeah, the first time I applied I didn't get, then the second time I tried again, and then I got. Is there an age limit for CSC? Yes. If you're applying for bachelor, you need to be from 25 downwards. If you're applying for masters, you need to be around 35 downwards, and then if you're applying for your PhD, you need to be around 40 downwards. Okay, so can I help with the CSP application? Yes, Oma Travels can guide you, can help you to do all the applications and help you get the scholarship. Okay, so anyways, the final questions I'm going to be asking is questions about like general questions. That's what I'll be asking. So which country is the easiest to get the full scholarship? I mean, easiest countries to get, to be honest, is China, Hungary, Turkey, and Germany. So if you're like looking for the top countries that you are hoping to get scholarship in, these 4 countries. So what is the difference between CSC and university scholarships? CSC is funded by the Chinese government, and university scholarships are kind of internal. Okay, so can I go abroad with IELTS? Yes. If you apply to countries or universities that accept English proficiency letters, then you can. How do I find scholarship abroad? Please check the universities. There are a lot of informations there. You guys don't really go about checking universities, but please check the universities. Okay, so guys, I had to find a place to sit because I'm really tired of standing. I know that maybe as I'm here, you're gonna be seeing a lot of people passing by, but I think it's okay. So let's continue our questions. But I've actually answered so many questions, to be honest. So many. I don't know how the lighting is. Let me see. Okay, can I study and work abroad? Yes. I mean, most universities or most countries like Canada, UK, Germany, you can actually study and you can actually work. It's just that here in China it's not allowed, because I mean they give you scholarships. So but most of all these other countries like Canada, UK, Germany, I mean Germany you can also get scholarships, but like Canada, UK, maybe you will not be on scholarship, but you can work. Is it expensive to study abroad? Yeah, a lot of universities, I mean a lot of countries, their scholarship is their tuition fee is actually expensive, but that's why I say you should focus on like getting scholarship opportunity, because if you are the one paying your fees, of course it's going to be very, very expensive. But if it's like scholarship, of course it's going to be cheap. What is a motivation letter? A motivation letter is almost the same thing as a study plan. I mean, a motivation letter is like a personal statement explaining your goal and what you're applying for the program. Should I get a passport first before I do my application? Yes, you need to get your passport, because most of this application requires your passport. What do I do if I get rejected? Try to actually look at the requirements of the university, because every university have like their different requirements. Some universities look at grades, but most universities just want to see maybe like what you were doing with your first degree, especially if you're applying for PhD. I feel like if you're applying for like master's, PhD, they like to look at like your research experience. So you just need to first look at your application, then look at the requirements of the university. This will really, really help you, to be honest. And maybe then you can apply next year. And please try to focus on universities that have like high acceptance rates for the international students, because a lot of you guys go for universities that have low acceptance rates for international students. This won't help you. So what are the key documents that you need? I think you need like your transcript, you need certificates, you need passports, you need statements of purpose, you need recommendation letter, and then you need your CV. How long does it take for a visa process for students? It takes 2 to 8 weeks to process all these things. It depends on your country, to be honest. Some countries it takes a month, or you can also, I know that in China we can also even get our visa processed. So can I take my family while studying abroad? Yes, it depends on the visa policy of the country. Okay, I mean, in some countries, I think someone was telling me like, oh, in USA it's hard, blah blah blah, but to be honest, I don't think so. I think in every country, because this is your family, except if the person is just a girlfriend or a boyfriend, then I think this is difficult. But if it's like someone you are married to, of course it's easy to actually like take the person. What are the chances of getting PR after studying? I feel like it depends on the country. Like countries like Canada, countries like Australia, countries like Germany, if you meet the requirements, of course you get the permanent residency. Most people in Canada, they used to get this, so it depends on the country. So how can Oma Travels help you? For us, that's Oma Travels, we help you we actually literally prepare you. Yeah, that's what we do. We prepare you on how to like go through the admission, and also we help you get admissions. We also help you to get the scholarship. We also prepare you on how to get scholarship. So it just depends. Some people, most of the people we even get these days are agents that are already into like helping other clients get scholarship, get admission in universities. Those are the ones that we even do like consultation for, because I think a lot of students, they do not have the fee to pay, and I don't know why, because why would you want to apply yourself when you still get rejected? So the beautiful thing about applying Oma Travels is that apart from the fact that we train you on how to get admission, we train you on how to get scholarship, we can also get it for you. You understand? The training is for consultation for people that are already agents, but some students still want us to train them. They want to do it themselves, and we also do this. So you can actually check our website, omatravels.com. You see the fee we charge students. We've not changed this in the past 3 years now, and it's because we know why we have not changed this. We have not increased our price. It's still the same price, so you don't have to be scared whether it's expensive. I feel like this is very, very affordable. Yeah. What else do? We also help with visa application for those of you that are planning to come to China through any routes, whether you want to do business or you want to come to visit. We also do this, and we also help to relocate you to any country that you want. Yes, and to visit most countries that you want. We are just like your brother, sister for abroad relocation. Basically anything you want when it comes to traveling abroad, even down to buying goods from China. Yes, we help our clients buy their goods from China. We help them to apply for their business visa. So these are some things that we can do for you. Okay guys, I think I have come to the end of this video. I mean, if you have any more questions to ask me, please leave it down in the comment section below, and I would love to get right to it and answer all your questions, because I know how important you all are to me. I'll see you guys in my next video. Do well to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you. Okay, bye.